All right, today I do a resin coat on my alcohol ink piece, and I intentionally want to mimic what I already have. So it's how to do it in subtle ways. So hang on and I'll show you the process. Howdy everyone. All right, so it's resin time for this alcohol ink painting. We're using a Stone Coat Art Coat resin, which is my go-to resin. So quickie question for your description area. What is your go-to resin and why do you like it? Everybody has a preference on how they want to work and their tools and stuff, and nothing's wrong with that. Your preference, you might be looking for certain needs and desires. It could be just a matter of what you can get at your location to you want something that's maybe it has a certain price point, that kind of thing. So what's your go-to resin and why? All right. So let's see. I thought that I would do something fairly simple. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a swipe that goes down. So I'm going to put some colors up here, and I'm like seriously just going to swipe it straight down, but I'm going to hit just a couple different colors, and that way with the long drag it'll really thin out, kind of like what it does here. So the only thing I don't know about, and this is always a gamble, is like how much color do you actually put down, because you don't want to cover up, you still want it to incorporate. So I've got some colors here. This one's a transparency color, and I'm going to put that down. Wait a minute, what am I thinking? I need to put my white down first. Nope, that's not white. I'm all thumbs today. This is good. All right, so this is a combination of Stone Coat base tint and a little bit of a white paste. I probably don't even need that much. All right, I'm going to try the tint one more time. All right, I'm going to do a little bit more. This is a darker plum, but it's got kind of a pearlescent to it. I added some interference color to it, so it'll give it a little bit more of a shimmer than it normally would have. And then I think a tiny bit of gold. Not a lot, but just a little bit. All right, is it actually coming down? Just a little bit. Okay. All right, and I think that's it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat this up so it's nice and fluid, because it's a little cold here today. And then I'm going to drag it down until I can't drag it no more. It's always a balance trying to figure out how much exactly do you heat it up. All right, so this is freezer paper here. And I'm going to do a big swipe, and then I'm going to get a skinnier piece to kind of work in between. That's the theory anyway. All right. I don't really want to do too much wiggle to it, and I'm okay with it going transparent. But believe it or not, the Stone Coat the base tint will do some cells even further out here. Well, there's not a whole lot of color on that paper, and that's what I was hoping for. But what I am going to do, I'm going to go off the top a little bit too. Okay. was hoping if I ripped it fast, I would have a straight line. Kind of do, but kind of don't. Okay. Make sure I got contact there, and I do. Maybe too much. A little bit of wiggle here and there, not a lot of wiggle. Okay, go back up to the top, drag it off the top. All right. Yeah, that was helpful. All right. So I'm basically dealing with one huge sheet of swipes going down. And I'm okay with that because that is kind of what the design was originally with the alcohol ink. So I'm mimicking what I already have, and that's not moving. There we go. Okay. So like with a lot of swipes, cells will continue to develop over the time while it's curing. I'm going to put a little heat on it, and you'll see a little bit more of these guys popping up. Right, this is me thinking to myself, what do I want to do now? All right, I got a popsicle stick here with a little bit of gold on it. I'm literally gonna run it down. I wonder if I should do it with the iridescent color too. Oops. Since I don't have much on this popsicle stick, it is going to do some super fine lines. I'm kind of mimicking the drips of the alcohol ink as far as the shapes. Crap, I think I just touched my shirt with my gloved hand and it's sticky. My collection of art shirts is growing. My collection of good everyday shirts is shrinking. You guys have the same problem? All right, let's do one more, I think. All right, now I'm going to run through this dark area there. May even pick up a second line parallel with it. I'm okay with that. But it'll get rid of that extra blob. Let's see. All right, I think that'll do. Okay, I'm gonna wipe off my hands and bring you guys in for a close-up. And this should change overnight. It's subtle, and that's what I wanted. So here's the overall view here. So you can see the very, very faint lines going down. And as I pan up, you'll start seeing some little bitty delicate cells. Let's see if I can get my finger in that zone, like right there. And some coming in over here. And that's what I'm looking for, is very delicate. because the cells also mimic the dots that I did with the alcohol ink as well. Which is why I have them more concentrated on the top, because that's where most of the dots are. So far, super happy. I know it looks like kind of a mess up at the top, but this ought to be interesting tomorrow as this develops. So until then, later. All right, so the pieces had time to cure, and I am super happy with it. I did the pour intentionally to kind of mimic what I'd already done and just add another layer to it. So let me get in a little tighter, and you can see some of the added depth in there and dimension it gives. Very subtle, but it's super cool. I'm very happy with it. And then the gold is really nice. I'm trying to get it at an angle so you can see the gold on the surface. All right, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, but definitely hit that bell. Get notified next time I put something up. Later.